Hello there, it's Granny here. Do you know what? It's only 3 weeks till Granny comes to Australia and we'll be able to do lots of things together, which is really exciting. I can't wait. Anyway, I thought to get myself ready for my holiday in Australia, I'd do a bit of drawing and painting and colouring in this afternoon. Because I think what we'll do when we get together is we'll do lots of stuff like that. And I want to be on my game. I want to be as good as I can possibly be, ready for our time together. So I wondered what I might do today, and it's nearly the end of winter here in England and spring is about to start. And that means that there's all sorts of nice little flowers popping up in the garden. And during winter, it's looked a bit dull in the garden, but now there's all these pretty little pink and yellow and purple flowers all over the garden, which is making it feel very spring-like. And I thought I'd do something quite simple today. I'm going to do a picture of flowers growing in the garden, but I'm going to give them names. I'm going to give them names of my family and my friends, and I'm going to choose nice flowers to go with those people, and you're going to be one of those people, Daisy, and Jack might be one of those people, and Mummy, and maybe even Daddy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a black pen to start with, a black pen. You can use a pencil, but I'm going to draw some stalks to start with, and I'm going to put some leaves on some of them, and at the top of each one I'm going to do a different kind of flower shape. So I'm going to start here with this one. I'm going to start about halfway down my piece of paper, and I'm just going to do a line like that, which is my stalk. Okay. Now my flowers on this one are going to be like this. This is the kind of plant where flowers grow out of the stalk. So I've done some little lines like that, and at the end of each I've done some little, like any shape really, little bells or little triangles, but these are the flowers on the end of their stalks. So that's my first flower, and I'm just going to give that a little leaf growing up the stalk like that. So that's my first one. Now I'm going to do another one, and it's going to come up here like this, a bit taller. And for this one, I'm going to give it some different kind of petal shapes. Like that. And I'm going to give it a line through each of those shapes like that. So it's a little bit different. I'm not going to put any leaves on that one. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Now this one I'm going to do a bit shorter. I'm going to come up there and I'm going to stop about here. And this one's going to have a kind of what I would call a tulip shape, like that, with some different, there we are, like bits of it. It looks a bit like a tulip. Do you know what a tulip looks like? And on that one I'm going to give it just a little leaf again, like that. Okay, Now the next one, I'm going to do it a bit like this. It's going to come up here and it's going to go slightly to one side. And this one is going to be where these things don't go down, so there's not bits of stalk going down. They're going to go up this time, like that. And they're going to be several of them. And then I'm going to put little flower heads on the end of those. There we are. Now there's a flower called the agapanthus which grows in Cornwall, in St Maur's, and it looks a bit like that. So that's like an agapanthus. But I'm not going to give it any leaves. And I'm going to pop actually in here a smaller one, a little flower with a kind of, I don't know, a wiggly bit and some leaves just at the bottom of the wiggly bit. Now this wiggly bit is like a seed pod, but it's going to have a kind of flower shape on the top of it like that. Okay, it's beginning to look quite pretty, isn't it? We're going to colour them in a bit. Now I'm going to do a really tall one now, which actually I think I'm going to do it here. And it's going to go round like that. And I'm going to do like a bell shape on this one. Like a bell look, okay? I'm going to give it some jiggedy jaggedy bits at the bottom. There we are. So there's my bell-like flower. And down here, I'm just going to do some little, maybe a leaf there. I'm going to do just some, I don't know, ordinary basic, like daisies, I guess, like flowers there like that. There we are, little flowers there down the bottom. And I'm also going to do another one here, which is just got like that kind of flower. Okay, you can make all these up, you can do the flowers however you want. And I'm going to do a flower here that is like a dandelion, so it's got a middle bit, but then it's got like spiky things coming off it, like that. Okay. Now I'm going to do a really big, tall one here. Now this is going to be my splendiferous daisy, with some lovely daisy petals, which are quite long. I mean, obviously you can go in the garden and see, look at other flowers. All flowers are very different, aren't they? They have different kinds of leaves and they have different kinds of petals. And that's my rather cute daisy one, which I'm going to give several leaves on this one. There we are, it's coming along nicely, isn't it? I quite liked that tulip, so I think I'm going to do another tulip, but I'm going to do one with 2 tulips on it, so a nice stalk coming up here, maybe to there, and then on this one I'm going to do a tulip, so it's round and it kind of goes there's the petals that come like that. Okay, that's one tulip, but I'm also going to do one coming off here, like that. There we are. That's double tulip. And I'm going to do something a bit like this, except it could be like that, but the other way around. So it's going to come here, like it's like a grass. And what I'm going to put a little thing there, and I'm going to do these kind of U shapes like that all the way down it. And then I'm going to put flowers on the end. I can choose nice colours for these flowers too when I've drawn them all. Okay, and I'm going to do another one here. And this one, I think I'm going to do 3 petals on this one. 2, 3. And I'm going to give it some little things sticking up out of it like that. Okay, there we are. And maybe I'm going to do a grass here, so it's a bit like grass, has seeds like that. And then I'm going to do another one, another one, another one, another one, and one at the top. There we are. Is there anything else? I could just, I don't know, put another couple in here, just another daisy kind of flower. Okay, so they're my flowers. Now what I can do is colour some of them in. So I'm not going to colour all the stems in, I'm just going to colour the flowers, because I think that will look quite nice with the black of the drawing. And I'm just using the colours that are still working, because some of them dried out. I hope you've got lots of nice pens for when I come. Because we'll do lots of nice things like this together. I've also been practicing my dragon drawing, so that maybe Jack and I can do some dragon colouring in as well. So I'm going to do this as a kind of blue, like a harebell. There's a flower called a harebell. And this is a bit like that. So I'm going to colour it all in blue. Now I need to start, while I'm colouring in, I need to start thinking about the names that might go with these flowers. Because I'm going to give them all a name in a minute, which is going to be good fun. Or we could, oh, this is a very nice bright yellow colour. It's kind of luminous, which is nice. Or we could turn it into a kind of game where we try and guess the baby's name that's in Lucy's tummy. That would be a different way to do it, wouldn't it? We could think of some names, and then we could send our picture. You could send your picture to, I'm going to do my leaves in green. You could send your picture with the suggested names to Lucy and Justin to help them choose their name for their new baby. Isn't it going to be great when we have a new baby in the family? It's going to be so cool. I love colouring in these flowers. Do you think they're looking quite pretty? I think I might give this one pink flowers as well, because I quite like it. Okay. What else? Let's do this tulip, a nice blue colour. Oh, that's a nice bold blue. There we are. Oh, and maybe this one as well. Should we do that in the same colour? It's on the same stem, so it's probably going to be the same colour, although when you're doing your own pictures, of course, you can do them in the colour that you want. You don't have to do anything in particular. So let's try orange here, shall we? Let's do an orange grass. There we are. And maybe we'll do this one orange. Okay, maybe we'll give that daisy an orange centre. And what haven't we used? We'll do a bit more purple. Do some purple here. This is like dark purple. And maybe I'll do this daisy in a purple as well. There we are. I haven't got much more to do. Let's do a bit more yellow, shall we? Because yellow is quite a strong spring colour. A lot of flowers that grow at this time of year in England are yellow, like daffodils. We've got quite a few daffodils growing in our garden at the moment, which is very nice to see. Let's give them, there we are. So what have I not coloured in? Okay, I have not coloured in this one. And I think I've only got one more to do. So I think I'm going to do that in this colour. It's a rather nice tulip. There we are. So that's my picture so far, which is rather nice, don't you think? Now, what I'm going to do is turn it sideways and I'm going to, along where the stalks are, and I'm going to use my ruler to help me get the line right under the stalk. I'm going to use my pen to write the name of somebody. Now, if I stick to my family to start with, I'm going to write under this one. I'm going to carry the line. I'm going to do it almost like the same line as the stalk. And I'm going to write Can you see what I've written there? Jojo. I've written Jojo there. And under this yellow one, I'm going to write see. So this is Jojo, this is Lucy. Now under this pink nice one, I'm going to write, shall I write Anna or Mummy? I'm going to write Anna because I think this is a picture to have nice names on it. And that's your mummy's name. There we are. Now, what about Granny's name? What's Granny's name? Can you remember? My name is Heather. So that's my name. So now let's write, this is a daisy, so shall we have this one as Daisy? Now, Daisy, I am using joined up writing here, and I know that might be difficult for you, but you can write in any way that you want to. But it's like the name becomes part of the stalk of the flower. It's part of the picture. So should we have Jack in here? Should we do Jack as this one, which is like the dandelion? He won't be too offended by being a dandelion, will he? So we'll do Jack there. And then let's do this big bell one can be Justin. And this little one can be Elsie. And this one, well, which one should we have as Matt? Should we do this one, because this is a tall one, so it's a bit like Daddy. So we'll do Matt. And we've got Matt, Anna, Daisy, Jack. We've got Jojo. We've got Heather. Oh, we haven't got Grampy. Now, Grampy's name, do you know his name? His name is Charlie. So I think we're going to call this yellow flower can be Charlie. So we've got everybody in our close families. So now let's chuck in a few extras. So Gigi's been here for the weekend. So I'm going to call this one Gigi. Rosie, if you remember, Rosie is Gigi's sister. She's not been here this weekend, but we can give her, let's give her this one, which is quite a nice rose looking Rosie. And then we've got Claudia in our family, haven't we? I haven't seen Claudia for a while, but let's give this one Claudia. And the other ladies in the family, the girls in the family here are, there's Sophie, remember Sophie? Rose and Georgina's mum. So let's do Sophie. And then Claudia's mum is called Hannah. So we can write Hannah. There. So there. All the people in my family, And you could do the same with the people in your family, because some of these people are in your family, but you've got some other people too, haven't you? Like Nan and Pops and Uncle Rhino and Auntie Lozzie and those people. So you could do it for your family as well. Or you could do it just by choosing different names that you think might be nice names for the new baby, and you could send that to Auntie Lucy and Uncle Justin to help them to make their decisions about the kind of names that you might think would be good for a baby in our family. So that's the end of my picture. I hope you like it. And I'm going to bring some things with me when I come to Australia to help us with our art, but I won't be able to bring too much because I won't be able to get it all in my suitcase. So we can go and buy stuff when I'm there as well. We can go to the shops and buy stuff and do lots of art and craft together. So I hope you like that. Can you see it up close? It's quite pretty, isn't it? There we are. So it's been lovely doing some art with you, and I can't wait to come and see you very soon. All right. Love you loads. Bye bye.